Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay.
What are you having to drink over there today?
It's a monster mango and some crown apple. Yeah. What are you having over there?
I've got a pineapple White Claw, a lemon Vista Bay, and a tropical vibe Celsius.
That sounds like summer.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
holding back my my retros because
Yeah.
I buy them out like at Aldi every week so I can have them stocked up. I have one a day, to keep me bubbly and happy at work.
Don't you have to have that nowadays? Isn't crazy? It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have some kind of caffeine any type of way. So, and I like the Celsius. I like the way it makes me perky.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're Friday, and Lindsay,
Happy Friday.
I am so ready. Happy Friday. Boom, 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 boom. Hey. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
So, well, I got to ask you the question.
What question is that?
What made you feel old this week?
God. What did I write down? I wrote something down.
You want to
I don't
read your
remember.
notes?
Yeah, I don't remember. Shit. That makes me feel old every time. No, yeah, going to work and knowing that I still have like 20 years of working
Yeah.
before I retire.
We have more than that.
Fuck no, dude. Well, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, we got like 20, almost like 25 years.
Lindsay.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean,
It's been a long drag, dude. I mean, I don't mind my job. I mean, it's okay, But damn, 25 more years? 25, Lindsay?
the last 20 years have flown by at my job. Like, people are still shocked that I've been there that long. And I'm like, seems like I've been here 2 years. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it does all just bundle up into one big old thing. I don't know, but
I've been through a lot at my job to where I acknowledge that I have been there 20 years, but at the same time, it has flown by.
I think I'm creeping up on 24 now. 20, yeah, something like that. Shit. Fuck. Old. Yeah. What made you feel old, Lindsay?
So the other night, it was like a dramatic moment. Like, we were just started running out of everything. Like, they were listing it off, and I don't know why, but then like Lloyd Christmas popped in my head, and our pets' heads are falling off. And I said that out loud, and nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about on my shift.
You sold our dead bird to Pete? No, it wasn't Pete. Is it Pete, the blind kid?
I don't remember.
You
But
sold Pete. You sold Pete.
But what
Yeah.
was crazy was like, my kid would have known that reference, but he wasn't there. Or I think he was there, but he was like out on the floor. But I was just like, really? Nobody got that reference? Like, they were like, we're out of carrots, we're out of pot roast, we're out of, like, it was like 5 things, and I was like, our pets' heads are falling off. I was trying to make a funny, and everybody's like, what?
They didn't even get it. They're just looking at you.
And I'm like, really?
what
Dumb
about
and Dumber?
What?
Lloyd Christmas?
Pretty bird.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
Like, nobody?
No. Yeah, no.
Like, you had to be there to understand why it just kind of fit. Like, they were just like rattling off shit that we were out of. And I was just trying to make light of the situation, but nobody got it. It was
all the drama.
And I was like,
and you're like, here, let me throw this little cute nugget in here, and nobody picked up on
nobody
it.
got it.
It was a stink bomb in front of them. They're
stink
like,
bomb.
why is Lindsay talking about dead pets?
That's probably what they were like. And I'm like, nobody got that? And they were like, I was like, it's from Dumb and Dumber. And they were like, and I was like, I'm done. I'm going back. I'm going back on the floor with all the other old people because I fit right in. But anywho,
yeah.
Are you ready to get to the story?
I know this is coming.
So Jesse drew the name out of the bag, and the name was the person we're drinking about today, and that is Oscar Pistorius.
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 of Pistorius.
Now, Oscar Leonard Carl Pistorius was born on November 22nd, 1986 to, I want to say that this is pronounced Hanke, because it's Henke. Does that sound right?
I want to roll with that. Is he like Mr. Hanky? Is that what they call him?
The Christmas Pooh.
Yeah.
But so to Hanke and Sheila Pistorius in Santon, Johannesburg, South Africa. Now, isn't that wild that we've literally been like talking about South Africa? And then I had you, and this was not rigged. Like Jesse, literally, I shook the bag up. You can see it on our recap from last week. And he just picked the name out. And now we're talking about a South African case. It's crazy.
No, it's
crazy.
just natural algorithms there, Lindsay.
Well, this so Santon, Johannesburg is in the Transvaal province. Now, Oscar was born with fibular hemilia, which means he was born without a fibula in both legs.
Wow,
And
the boneless.
yeah. So at 11 months old, halfway between his legs and his ankles was amputated.
Oh my goodness.
But that did not stop him from becoming an amazing athlete. Now, he did receive prosthetic legs at a very young age, and he went on to play rugby, water polo. He wrestled. I mean, he played cricket. I mean, there's just so many things. His parents divorced when he was young, and that was actually really, really devastating to him. And his mom, who was his biggest supporter, passed away when he was just 15 years old. She was my age, 43, complications from a hysterectomy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like that really just, when they said her age, like in one of the documentaries I was watching, I was like, I had to just stop for a minute. I'm like, that's how old I am. Right this minute, about to be 44. And then, like I have issues that could cause a history. Like it was just very scary to listen to. So that was devastating to him as well. So, their parents are divorced. He's already got a diversity. His mother passes away.
So is he like full on tink by now, right? Like he is doing all the athletics.
Well, we're going to get into that.
Prosthetics.
We're not going to mention that just yet, but we're going to get into there.
Okay.
We're going to get into that.
I'm putting all the sparks are sparking over here up top of my cranium area.
And then after all of this, he gets a serious knee injury playing rugby. Now, his doctors suggested that he actually start running as part of his rehabilitation.
Yeah, because he's basically a paraplegic, but he's playing full-on sports for everybody, right?
Yes,
like he
everything.
Is playing, like,
he is in
professional and collegial and
yes, and he's breaking
Olympic
records. He's
sports.
doing things.
Yeah.
Now, of course, at this time, he has to be in disabled type.
Okay.
Paralympics and things like that.
Okay.
So he gets, he starts running. He gets fitted for these special racing blades, and he never looked back. And he would end up being called the Blade Runner. He was competing in competitions of his caliber. And then after some fighting with officials, he was actually able to compete against people with, for lack of a better term, like whole legs. Like
full ability people.
Full ability people. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Now, he was denied a spot to compete in the 2008 Olympics. And that's when we get the comedic skit from Cat Williams about poor little Tink Tink. Now, if y'all haven't watched that, I can't remember which special that was from, but I don't know how many times I watched that. Like it was, I watched that one because he talked about all kinds of shit. He talked about like Steve Irwin, all kinds of, I don't know, maybe Steve Irwin wasn't in that special. But anyways, Cat Williams did a special and called him poor little Tink Tink. And that was what I forever knew Oscar Pistorius as.
Yeah.
Was poor little Tink
Tink.
Tink. Because he wasn't able to compete because they said he had an unfair advantage because his legs don't get tired like people without prosthetics.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it was a pretty even playing field because of his disabilities. You know, I mean, I don't know how the spring thing works.
Right.
On the
I don't
bottom of
either.
your
Like,
feet,
just looking at them, I would feel like that it was difficult to learn how to balance on those. I mean, yeah, your legs may not get tired, but your upper half trying to balance,
and
like using that core strength and
that coordination. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
That's where that's
kind of amazing. Yeah, I get it. Now, if it was actually like launching him further each step, I get that, but that's hard to judge really as far as like a really Olympic type situation where you're trying to make the playing field even. So I don't know. Maybe that was the whole debacle there, you know?
Well, he did compete in the Paralympics that year and won a lot of medals and beat some world records. And you can look all of his stats up on Wikipedia, and it gives info into all the seconds but all that shit, I don't know why, but reading stats just makes my brain hurt. So I did not type it all out, but it is right there on Wikipedia. And he did actually make the 2012 Olympic team, like regular,
full on
Olympics
for South Africa, right?
Right. And, well, I mean, isn't the Summer Olympics is like all globally? Yeah, but he was representing. He was representing South Africa. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. So this would lead to a lot of fame and fortune and brand deals, and it would bring the ladies, like the hot ladies, mostly models. Yeah.
Do it, Tinky. Oh, you want to check out my Blade Runner?
And he was into architecture and motorcycling, breeding horses. He played the electric guitar.
Dude was talented.
A lot. Oh, yeah. I did forget to mention, though, that, I'm sorry. He actually, he got into golfing, too, and won some competitions because in 2009, he got into a boating accident that resulted in him having some facial reconstruction. So like while he was taking a break from running and things like that, he was golfing. So like, couldn't bring this guy down.
Everything.
Yeah. He competed in Celebrity Survivor, Dancing with the Stars, and this was the Italian version because he was actually part Italian as well. Dude just had a lot going on.
I'm jealous. I mean, of all his talent.
I haven't finished the story yet.
I mean, to this point, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? He's like,
well, it was an amazing story. Like this dude overcame adversity and was just good at every fucking thing.
Right.
Everything. But in November of 2012, he meets and starts dating Reeva Steenkamp. Now, Reeva was a model at the time, but she was so much more than that. She was not just a model. Reeva was born August 19th in 1983 to Barry Steenkamp and June Marshall and was from Cape Town, South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. We were just talking about that.
Algorithms.
She studied law at the University of Port Elizabeth and received a paralegal degree. And she was in like the top 10.
So another fucking star-studded lineup right here.
Yes. She was top 10 in her class. And she had been modeling since age 14. So she was kind of doing both when she was in her 20s. And she had loved to ride horses and actually broke her back. She did this in her early 20s and like completely had to learn to walk again.
Wow.
Completely. It took her down for a while. But she went on to pursue her career in modeling. She was appearing in commercials and TV shows and also advocating for the empowerment of women and spoke out against rape and violence towards women. Now, she had been in an abusive relationship previous to Oscar. And so that was the reason why she was speaking out and she wanted to just advocate for women, period. Like she wanted women to have the knowledge to get away, to say no, look for the red flags, all the things.
So yeah, she's doing the awareness thing and she has a big platform because of her popularity as well.
Right. In South Africa at the time, and I'm not sure if the stats are still the same now, but at that time, 1 in every 4 women were being abused by their partner. and every 6 hours, a woman was killed by her former or current partner.
What the fuck?
That was the stats. That's why she was advocating and was very passionate about it.
And that is very fucking horrific.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
literally in my notes. That is fucking terrible. Like,
That's just what they've gathered. It's probably way worse than that, right? I mean, that's just their statistics. I mean, could be.
well, I'm hoping that maybe it's better by now, but I did not look up current stats.
My God.
So like I said, Reeva was a smart, very driven woman who was so much more than just a model. So Oscar and Reeva had been dating about 4 months on February 13th, 2013. They had been in the public eye a lot because Oscar is a celebrated athlete and Reeva was the face in their area of Avon, KFC, Toyota. She was in a reality show. Very popular, very gorgeous couple.
They're both doing the things.
Yes.
Star-studded even. Yes.
And they seem to be very much in love. And Reeva shared their love on social media very often. Well, this particular day, Reeva was practicing a speech that she was going to give on the 15th at a local high school about sexual assault awareness. Leading up to this day, it is said that Oscar had become increasingly paranoid about his safety. He probably had some crazed fans, things like that. You know, and this brings me to another thing. So I don't know if you guys, you listeners out there, you've listened to a few of them with me. Disgraceland,
yes,
hosted by Jake Brennan. Now, he has covered quite a few musicians' stories. One that stuck out with me in particular, like a lot because of the crazed fans, was Taylor Swift. Like, he talked about men that had just like appeared in her place of residence, you know, and would just be in her bed or be in her bathroom.
Wow.
And that's fucking terrifying. I mean, Oscar wasn't Taylor Swift level, but I mean, you know, I can understand the paranoia there. But he was drinking a lot of energy drinks and taking caffeine pills. And this was also causing him to have a hard time sleeping. So when you're already anxious and paranoid, like, you shouldn't be in taking that much caffeine.
It puts on a lot more, don't it?
Right. Now, when he couldn't sleep, he would go to the gun range. He had quite the extensive collection of guns. And he would, you know, just practice shooting at this gun range at like all hours of the day. Well, on the 13th, Reeva was going to spend the night at Oscar's house. They did not live together yet, but they were planning to in the future. And it was almost Valentine's Day, so they may have had some plans together the next day. So Reeva, she does some yoga before bed, and they both lay down around 10 p.m. Now, at 3 a.m., Oscar wakes up and goes to the balcony to... Okay, so I'm not sure if I think the AC was broken in their room or it wasn't working correctly. So he had the balcony doors open and he had some fans like on them pulling the air in. And I don't know why, but he woke up like sweating and he went and shut the balcony door, which makes no sense. You're sweating. I don't know if it was his paranoia being like,
right.
Oh my God, I went to sleep with the fucking doors open.
Do this right before I went to sleep, and now I've went to sleep, probably.
So he comes back in and he hears a noise in the bathroom. Now he thinks Reeva is in bed asleep. So he thinks that this is an intruder because it sounded like a window was being opened and contractors had been working on his house and a ladder was left up going right to his window.
Whoa.
Now he didn't have on his legs. So he felt very vulnerable. And he grabs the gun that was under his bed and he walks on his stumps towards the bathroom. He screams at who he thinks is an intruder that has locked themselves now in the toilet room of the bathroom. You know how some bathrooms have like a
separate little
room? Like a cubicle thing. Mm-hmm. Now he yells at Reeva to call the police, not wanting to take any chances on his life and hers. And he fires through the door 4 times. Then he yells at Reeva again to call the police, but she's not responding. So he goes back into the bedroom and sees that she is actually not in bed, sleeping. Now he's terrified. So he grabs a cricket bat, bangs down the bathroom door to find that he is actually shot.
What
Reeva.
the fuck? 4 times?
Now, she had received 3 of those 4 shots. 1 in the arm, 1 in the hip, and 1 through the head.
But he's yelling out. So he says, right?
We're getting there.
Fuck.
So now he is screaming and crying. He calls the manager of his property to call the police. He gathers Reeva, brings her downstairs. Now, Reeva is still alive.
Ooh.
But barely breathing and unconscious. And when the police arrive, Oscar has actually tried to stop her bleeding and is sobbing unconsolably. And unfortunately, Reeva did not make it. She had passed away before the paramedics could even get there. Oscar had used hollow point bullets.
Really?
Now, I did put in my notes, explain what a hollow point bullet does.
But
I know you know.
He was using a shotgun, right?
A pistol.
A pistol with hollow points. Oh. What caliber was it? Oh.
I don't know. Just explain to the listeners that may not know what hollow point bullets do.
Generally, it multiplies probably times 10. Like by the time it intrudes into whatever and then swells up.
It's like leaving shrapnel in your body.
Well, it's
right?
also designed to swell up. So the lead, once it goes in, it actually expands. So 9mm the size of your pinky would be probably on the exit wound a little bit bigger than your thumb. So it expands like a bunch. Yeah. Inside.
So they are meant to tear up the person that you're shooting at.
Full on.
Correct.
Yeah. You can use a 22 even, and it's really like a big impact. Fucking hell, dude. Like that don't line up. The story's not right already. So I know this is some fuckery here.
So the police take Oscar to the police station to, of course, ask him what happened. And he tells them the events that I just talked about. So everything that I just said was Oscar's side of the story. But investigators, they suspect foul play. Like, why didn't you see if Reeva was in the bed before you just start shooting? Why didn't Reeva say, hey, it's me, when you were supposedly screaming at the intruder before you started shooting? And also, it was 3 a.m. and Reeva was fully dressed in regular clothes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like maybe, and she had her phone on her. Like maybe she was hiding from Oscar after a fight and trying to call for help.
All the talent in the world, but might not be talented enough to be a fucking murderer there, Tink Tink.
And they found text messages from Reeva to Oscar about how he had been nasty to her. She had had this public dispute with Oscar, who had criticized her in front of a group of friends. And on another occasion, they were riding with a friend in the car, and Reeva asked to change the music. And later on, he lost his ever-loving shit on her and said that she humiliated him because he picked that song.
He was on too much shit too, right? Because you said that he was mixing like things like energy and all.
Well,
the things
and there is speculation that he was on testosterone, things like that. Yeah, or steroids.
Yeah, athletic stuff.
Right.
He shouldn't have been doing.
Probably. Now, upon further investigation, an ex-girlfriend came out and said that Oscar was controlling, abusive, and a chronic cheater. In fact, he had cheated on this particular ex with Reeva before he and Reeva were exclusive.
He done tinked around the block.
Tinked. Now, Oscar's neighbor would say that she heard screams that sounded like that of a domestic dispute, particularly those of a woman who was screaming out of fear for her life.
And then locked herself in the bathroom, was trying to call somebody to come fucking help, right?
Reeva was facing the door. Why would she be fully dressed and facing the door?
They were yelling at each other.
At 3 a.m. Exactly.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you reply? Everything does not line up. Even in the dramatic, holy shit, somebody's in my house, Lindsay's going to yell back out of a dead sleep.
Yeah.
Real quick.
If you if I'm in the bathroom, like our bathroom doesn't have a door, it has an archway, but if I'm in the bathroom and you're like, what, who's there? I'm going to say, it's me. And so I'm okay. And you're not going to shoot me.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I fart loud enough in my sleep, Lindsay wakes up like, what?
Y'all, and I'm a really deep sleeper.
She'll come right the fuck out of it over a big old beef.
But you're snoring, I can sleep through.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Because I'll be sawing some logs. Y'all know I'm a big chested bastard over here. Barrel chest, old fucking grizzly bear.
Well, Oscar, he was arrested for murder on February 15th, 2013. And the trial began March 3rd of 2014. And there were valid arguments on both sides. I have to be honest. Like, was it a tragic accident or was it cold-blooded murder? Now, after hearing all the evidence, for me, this is looking back. I mean, this has been 16 years ago, somewhere in there, 15 years ago. It really sounds like he was guilty as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Now, the judge, so this wasn't a jury trial. I think that they did, in this area, they did away with that in the 60s.
Really?
Yeah.
The hell?
I should have wrote more history about that, but because that was very interesting to me, how they did away with that. So it was just one judge who was doing the sentencing, and it was a female judge, and she acquitted Oscar of murder.
Really?
But found him guilty of culpable homicide and firearm-related charges of reckless endangerment. And in October, he was sentenced to just 6 years in prison.
Not going to happen in Florida, dude. Like, if somebody's behind a door, you can't get away with it, even if they're in your own house. If they're behind a door and you fire into the door, knowing that they were behind it, you can't get away with it. I'm telling you. Like, if somebody comes into our house and gets in our bathroom and closes the door and I fire into the door, I'm probably going to get fucked up over that. I'm for real.
I mean, it was just, like I said, the previous abuse. And a lot of people were like, they were only together 4 months. 4 months total. That's just like insane to me. And she was a woman who spoke out against this. So a lot of people are like, maybe she already saw the signs, but was too ashamed to acknowledge them because here she was, this advocate against domestic violence and against things like that. And she's already seeing these signs in this dude. Right. I mean, early on, because it was found in her text messages.
In her past history also, she had been through it in like the cloud of just, bad relationships was following her.
And this is a message, ladies. When y'all see them red flags, it's not going to get any better. It's not. Just go ahead and listen to your gut. Listen to them red flags. Save yourself the fucking heartache. So in 2015, Oscar was recommended for early release. 2015. This happened in 2013.
He's out. 2 years, ready to go.
But the Supreme Court and he did get out very briefly. But the Supreme Court was like, no, we are going to overturn that culpable homicide sentence or charge, whatever. And we're going to go ahead and convict you of actual murder. But the same judge that sentenced him before was still in charge of handing down the new sentence. And now this time it would be for a total of 13 years, including time served.
Wouldn't that be insulting for a Supreme Court to actually overturn your own judgment and you're a judge? It's like, what? I didn't do a good enough job. Y'all are calling me out like, because judges
But they still left her in charge of sentencing again.
Exactly. Yeah, and then left her in power enough to be a judge.
Well, I mean, because that was, her family was fucking outraged. Now, it is said that her mother ended up forgiving him. And her father actually had a conversation with him before he passed away. I don't know how they felt and what the conversation was. And, a lot of people, especially religious people, they will forgive to not hang on.
They strive
to that baggage.
Yeah.
That would be a hard thing for me to forgive. So sorry.
Well, yeah, because if you're in an argument bad enough to where you feel like you're going to violently do something to somebody, just walk out the fucking door. And they can be yelling and screaming the whole
4
time
months,
while you're
Jesse,
walking
they
away.
didn't even know each other good
They
yet.
did not. No, that had to have been like, because like already reports of them riding in a car and yelling at each other and all kind of crazy shit in public. I mean, they started right off rip. There was no new there. It was straight hate in their relationship and fucking visceral
Like
violence.
he had already been fucking pissed at her in public
and tinking around the block at the same time because like they were still new. And he was just like, I'm still dicking down. I'm doing whatever I want to do.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, I don't know if she retaliated when she found out knowledge of things like that, because I mean, that part, the violent part, was kept very quiet. Or the abuse part, the whatever was going on in their relationship was not known, because like I said, she was posting happy-go-lucky shit on her social media. Because it's still a 4-month relationship. It should still be very
new
and
all
happy and bubbly.
pleasant. I mean, yeah, he shouldn't even be farting in his sleep.
I mean, you and I didn't have our first fight for like a year or more, like a real fight. You know what I mean?
Argue like full on, like this is a real argument now. Okay. I don't even remember. I bet you remember. I bet you remember.
I
our
remember
first
everything.
Argument. Yeah.
But like I said, if it was an actual accident, that sucks for him for going. But the evidence proves that it wasn't.
I'm shaking my fucking head. His testimony says it wasn't because he yelled out for her behind a bathroom door. I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of all of it.
His testimony said that he yelled at the intruder, like was yelling and cursing at them. But like I said,
she was just scared, supposedly being quiet behind the door.
Right. I mean, you don't sleep through that.
No.
You know what I mean? No matter how heavy of a sleeper you are, nobody's going to sleep through hearing their partner being panicked. If he was screaming at the intruder, why wouldn't she have just said, hey, it's me. I'm in the toilet.
Right.
Don't, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Hey, you behind the door. What the hell are you doing in my house?
Right.
Type thing.
And in a regular situation like that, you would think that she would say, hey, it's me. Everything's cool. It's fine. It's me. I'm in the bathroom.
Right. Knowing that he's just nubbing around the house trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
And all that has to be like, no matter where you're at, you're going to wake up.
Well, Oscar was released on parole in January of 2024, and he will remain on parole until 2029. And he lives with his uncle. And it is needless to say that he no longer has a career
in sports.
Now, he does have a job. That's part of his parole obligations.
Right.
But yeah, he's not gonna, I mean, you never know, because the world sometimes just forgets how shitty people were and then they make them famous again.
Yeah.
You and I have talked about that privately.
Well, let's just hope though that he doesn't get a job at like Bed Bath & Beyond.
But my heart goes out to Reeva's family and friends, because it's just fucking senseless.
Right.
Senseless fucking murder, whether it was accident or not. I don't believe it was. Sorry. The evidence says nah.
No. And if you're advocating for awareness for that kind of situation, don't let yourself sink into a situation where you feel like you can make that better.
No.
Because in 4 months already,
you can't
this
change
isn't
them.
going to change.
You can't change them.
No, not like that. No. Hell no.
Especially, he honestly, like at that point in his career, was very egotistical. That was that was said by many people that were close to him and around him. Everything was about him. And he made it about him if it wasn't. So
and hopped up on that big boy drug to make him feel like he's a better athlete too.
Now, I mean, I did not find any evidence about that, so that's speculation.
Oh, okay.
We'll say that.
Well.
But the caffeine and the energy drinks, that was for real.
Right. And
Very
pre-workout
paranoid.
will make you geek up right off
Yeah.
it too. So yeah.
I don't know. The pre-workout that I use does not, and I'm very grateful that I found that. It's just like a vitamin-based, lower caffeine,
More
things like that.
natural.
It's just like, it helps you just keep going. Like when I get on my walk, I may start out slow, but once I'm in it, I'm like, phew, let me go. Let me do this.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
I'm working through the heat. Yeah.
I had some at work one day, and this dude, and
it all
he
depends
gave me
on
some.
what kind.
I was
too.
like a freaking Sasquatch, dude. I was like, dude, I'm wide open and kind of a little bit, So I guess there's
and
different
if you're
ones.
not exuberating enough energy,
Oh yeah, it builds up.
right? That makes you. It turns into like an anger, aggression type thing.
And if he had done that and went to sleep too,
Oof.
build up. Now who knows? Yeah,
Exactly. And we will never ever really know the truth there. But like I said, the evidence based on the ex's testimony, friends saying how paranoid he was and how many guns he had and what he was doing and, always at the shooting range. Like there was even a video of him saying like he was practicing shooting at watermelons and he was like, oh, this is almost like brain tissue. Yeah.
So he
very
started having
morbid
this kind
type
of weird.
things.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Crazy. But yeah, that's the story of not so poor little Tink.
All the talent in the world.
But I do encourage you guys to, and this was a time when he was still, a wholesome person, about 4 years before all of this, when Cat Williams did that skit. I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah, because you feel inspired about that, I mean, somebody that has that much talent and to overcome all their disabilities and change that into a whole Olympic star athlete, that's amazing.
And it's just, to me, it's like a waste because you had all this talent, all this ability, and you just let this fame and everything just go to your head. And you just, to me, that's always really, I say fascinating, but not in like a good way fascinating. It's always crazy to me how you watch people when they do get so much fame. Not all of them. Some of them stay humble and cool, but some of them just like, they feel like they're untouchable. And it seems like those are the ones that always have a downfall to this caliber.
Yeah. Who's the most humble person that you've ever met that's famous?
That I've ever met?
Yeah.
I mean, you put me on the spot here.
Yeah. Well,
I can't think.
I wanted to.
I mean, we didn't like physically meet him, but it seemed like Corey Taylor was very fucking humble.
Wasn't he?
Very fucking humble. We saw him at it's called Scaredice now.
Yes.
Formerly Spookala. And he was just like hanging out with us common folk, watching his wife perform with the cherry bombs and recording her.
Yeah, when he
and
spoke
Jesse
to me
interrupted.
he spoke to me like a normal ass dude.
Yeah.
Like he's like, "Oh, you're fine, bro." Like I was like, "Lindsay, Corey Taylor just told me I'm fine." I was like, but
and then Ski Ulrich and Matthew Lilliard,
really cool,
the
down to
cast
earth
of
dudes.
the original Scream, like they were very down to earth.
I kind of think that anybody that goes to cons, if you're famous, like you
Kevin
gotta
Smith.
be down to earth, right?
Kevin Smith was a very humble dude.
Yeah, Jack Osborne.
Jack Osborne,
super cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Had a whole
like,
conversation.
Wanted us to hang out, like, and kept us at the table. And Richard
Yes.
Brake, I mean, people like that. Yeah. So you really have to be down to earth, and that's your outgoing giving back to people that do appreciate all your talents. So that's amazing. But oh my goodness, Lindsay, what a story! I mean,
oh, thank you.
Whoa!
I mean, it's devastating.
Tank, come on, Tank.
And poor Reeva. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I just have to say, once again, thank you very much, Lindsay. Thank you so much for your horrific story again, dude. I thought this was going to be a good thing or something different. All the stars in the world. And he put one out. And he put two of them out. He put himself out too,
Mm-hmm.
So, awareness. Don't get yourself in that situation. No.
Always listen to your gut and pay attention to the red flags.
Instincts and all the things, right? Yeah. And if you see old Tink at Bed Bath & Beyond, just go the other way.
Well, I don't think he's going to be around these parts.
Well,
From here.
anyhow.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
So, Jesse, it's your turn. What amazing band do you have picked out for us this week?
I have decided to pick out an iconic summer band out of the plumage that I see that blossoms around me in my lifetime, Lindsay.
Okay.
We went and seen this amazing band called Ballyhoo some years back.
Yeah, they opened up for Flogging Molly.
Wasn't that cool?
Yes. And Less Than Jake.
Yeah.
We saw them twice.
We did. Didn't we get a CD or something and we gave it to
Landon,
yes. So hit him up. He said, sure, man, play our stuff. And they got some new stuff out. But the song I'm playing is going to be off some of their older stuff. But definitely check out Ballyhoo. They got some amazing ass songs. Lindsay, I am so fucking honored to be able to share this band.
Yeah, that's amazing because they've been around a long time.
And they're badass and they're humble ass dudes. Speaking of famous people, these
Yes.
guys are global. So he's like, yeah, they can play our stuff. Whatever. Cool, man. Whatever.
That's so awesome.
Summer Jam. Put this shit on your playlist right now. This song is called Swim. Let's rock this thing. That is your summer jam, Lindsay. That's
oh my
what's
God.
up.
I love Ballyhoo so much. Such
Yes.
a cool, smooth vibe. And so they're from Maryland. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you can find them on Instagram under Ballyhoo Rocks. and they're on Spotify. They've got a new album coming out on August 28th called Bad Summer, and they have released one new single called Cali Girl 2.
So
and that is out already.
And you can pre-download right now. That's what they're looking for right now. He's looking for, I was seeing the singer on the socials and all the things. He's like, hey, go ahead and pre-download all of the new album that's coming out. And we want to be here to support them, dude.
Yes. We're going to check that out as soon as it comes out. We'll check out Cali Girl 2 tomorrow on our day at the river.
All of their catalog is amazing. Summer jams. That's what we're here for. Yes.
And make sure you guys follow us. We're on all the things. You can go, except we're not on Twitter or X is what it is. We haven't done that yet because there's been a lot of controversy with that app. So I'm just like, I'm staying away from it. So you can go straight to our main website, drinkaboutSomething.site, and you can follow us straight from there. So Instagram, we're Drink About Something. If you want to send us an email, we're drinkaboutsomethingpod@gmail.com. We do sporadic lives on TikTok, and that is Drink About Something Pod _Lindsay. And where are we at on YouTube, Jesse?
What? Oh, I'm still swaying, dude. I'm still swimming.
He's literally still over here swaying.
Yeah, swim is cool, man. All of their songs are so freaking phenomenal. So yeah, on YouTube, if you just go to YouTube and type in Jendsey, JENDSEY, and that is our handle for the creator of Jendsey or YouTube or Drink About Something or whatever.
All
the
things. The things.
You can see videos and things that we do too. So that's fun, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And, get on Drink About Something outside and you can click on the old merch tab there and buy a little bit of merch.
Yes.
Support.
It's cute merch. I got a shirt.
Yeah.
We got friends that got shirt. We got a shirt all the way over in Australia.
Yeah. We send them out to our #1 fans. So help, support, share, and do all the things, and we'll pick you out and maybe send you something. Yes.
Oh, and also I looked it up off mic. So I don't know why I'm looking at this paper. The special where you get the Cat Williams special was called It's Pimpin'.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Cat Williams. He's just so good, man. Let me tell you, man. Cat Williams is my dog, man.
Yeah, that's all the way from 2008. So that's
What was the movie we watched the other day that had Cat Williams in it?
Oh my God. What was that called? I just picked a random movie that had Ed Helms in it and a couple of other really big name stars like Terry Bradshaw.
Fuck, we should know it. He was a hitchhiker and they picked him up and he's all like tied up with a garden hose and some electrical cords.
Father Figures.
Yes.
Father Figures.
That's right.
God, that movie made us laugh
and
so
they
hard.
kept going to places and that wasn't their dad.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw.
Christopher Walken was in it. It was great.
Terry Bradshaw took him in playing football with him and everything.
Glenn Close and Christopher Walken was in it.
Yeah. It was so good. It was so awesome, man. But anyhow, Lindsay, we're going to get the hell off here. We got things to do.
Yes, we got food to prep. We are recording this before the 4th, but this comes out after the 4th. So I hope you guys had a happy and safe 4th.
Yes, for sure. And I'm glad you met us back here. And keep sharing and keep, doing all the subscriptions and all the things. We love you so much.